Hi, I've been playing with a pour. Um, I was inspired by Nicole Martin. She does a blob layer mark. And I was like, well, I wonder if I can do a blob fairy flower, dragon flower, whatever you want to call it, type pour. And it has worked. It has worked wonderfully. I just think it's gorgeous. So I thought, let's do it together today. So I've mixed up 6 ounces of JDiction high gloss resin in the round jug. I put about an ounce each in these cups because those are going to be my mica powder, divided the rest amongst the other 3 cups evenly. I'm using a mold from Julie Cuts, Pouring Your Heart Out, that I love. It's not very thick. It's maybe a ½ inch, a little bit more than that thick. Great mold to use because when you're trying new things, it doesn't use a lot of resin. In my first cup, I'm using Liquitex acrylic ink muted gray, and this is a new one that I'm playing with. I just got these, and I'm going to put 3 drops in here. I may have to add more because for my first color, I've been doing a more opaque color. So I might have to switch this up because it won't quite be heavy enough for me. Let's add 3 more drops, see what it does, and if it doesn't do anything, then we're going to switch up our inks. Because these muted ones are very light in color, but we also use mica powders in this, so it works. All right, so here we go. The muted gray, to me it's more purpley. And then we have the muted violet. And actually, I am going to switch this now. I have the prism violet. The muted violet is very like the muted gray, not a lot of color. So I am going to use the prism violet, and I'm going to do 3 drops to start. Let's do 4. If this one is heavier than the other one, I'm going to switch my order up. Yeah, we'll go ahead and switch our order up. We're going super purple here, which I hadn't planned. But let me give 2 more drops here to thicken it up even more. Make it a little bit darker so that it fits with the pour I've been doing. So my first color's been opaque. My second color's been a transparent. So this should work. So this is what we ended up with. This should work a little bit better. I also am using my Fast Cure Resiners G3 to speed this along. In this first cup, I have a new mica powder that I'm playing with from Eye Candy, Dark Ube or Ube, however you say that. It's a really beautiful, rich mahogany maybe type purple, and I love it. You really can't tell how wonderful it is in the cup until you pour it. I had this sitting in the cup so I didn't have to take the little spoon in the bags while I was here. So I got to stir it a little bit stronger. Just take a look at that. Beautiful. I do have a discount code if you're interested in eye candy. I always say they never put them on sale, so you gotta use the coupon. Eye Candy Namari Gray? I don't know. I'm probably butchering the names. If you guys know how to say any of that, just speak up. So I wanted a gray because I was going with the muted gray theme and the purplish colors. Now it's been switched up a little bit by that purple. That's okay. We think on our feet. We do what we got to do. Just mixing these harder since the colors, the mica powder has been setting in the cup for a minute. Making sure I have it mixed in all the way. Don't want any powdery bumps. All right, in this one, I am putting 10 drops of CastinCraft Opaque Pigment Concentrate. I want to make a heavy, bright white. I just pulled it towards me because sometimes I just sit here and play and I don't have the camera, so I don't have to show anyone. So I just stir it in front of myself. But you guys are along for the ride today. Let's check, make sure it's a solid white, no stringy white in there. All right. All right, so for this pour, I'm gonna stand up to do it. The first thing I do is put a base color down. All in the bottom of my mold. Fill in the bottom of my mold. So I go ahead and use the first cup up all the way. All right. Next, I take my mica powders. I'm trying to think, did I do this? I think I have to do a little swirl of this gray. I'm not going to use all of this because it's also going to be my push. So I'm going to do just a little bit so I can save it for my push. The colors are so close, they're difficult to see. That makes it tricky. All right, that just breaks up that color. Save some for my push. Now mica powders. Just scraping them to one side. And it's like the blob layer mark. I'm just doing the little spirals. Just spiral around, spiral into the center. I know it's really hard to see because of the dark colors. I'm going to use all of this. I'm going to dribble some onto my thing. All right, so now I've used it all. And now my gray, which is kind of a weird color to use, but I thought it might look cool with this. This one you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. Going a little slower so I can get closer to the edge. All right, that one's done. Now it's white time, and I'm doing the same exact thing. Going a little slow so I can get it close to the edge before I go inward. Slowing down again because I get close to the edge. Just using what's left. Trying to use all of the white. All right, and now our push. And then to clean up my hands so I can grab my jar. I picked out the color based upon the other things. So let me grab something purple. A little more purpley. Because my colors changed a bit. I think the dark ones. I think we're going to go dark. Now my push was a little heavy, so it didn't push a lot. I'm hoping that didn't mess things up, but we'll see. It should still be fine. Look at those gorgeous colors. That's purple. You guys know I love purple. All right, so I'm gonna wait about 10 minutes, let the bubbles move in, then I'll hit it with my torch, just give it a quick buzz. And then once I feel comfortable that the bubbles have all come up, I will put it in my curing machine and let it go for 2 hours, and then we'll be back to see what it looks like. All right, we're back. This side looks super dark. I hope the other side doesn't look as dark. My goodness. This might be the darkest one I've done. Oh, I'm nervous because this back looks so weird. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. I adore this. Not because it's purple, but I love the way the mica powder worked in it. It looks so, so cool. The inside is white, then you have this layer here, and then you have this layer here. Oh my, I love it, love it. Like, you guys are gonna just hear me talk about it all the time. I love it that much. Oh, I'm sorry, but I do love it, love it. That came out super, super cool. My goodness. Thanks for watching.